Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jenny Fine. If you are new here, you are welcome to the Jenny Fine Club. Yes guys, what I'm gonna be calling you is it's my fan club. If you're new, yes, you are welcome. Welcome to the Jenny Fine Club. And if you're not new here, my lovely, beautiful, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. I know I keep saying that in every video because I really do. Anyway, guys, for today's video, we're gonna be beating our face, hopefully for the festive glam look or something like that. I really do not know what I want to do, but we're gonna see the end result. And as I'm doing my face, I want to talk about how advice I would give to my young self. Okay, if you are younger, if you're in your early 20s, this is advice I would give to you. If you are my child, if you're my sister or my friend, you know, you're in your early 20s, your mid 20s, even your late 20s, this is advice I could have given to myself when I was younger if I had known better. So I did this video before in terms of a skincare, but it turns out not to be. The audio was so bad, so you know what, there's no point of me editing that, so I am doing this video again. Hopefully this time around everything goes smooth. So this is my journal or whatever note for my 2022. The name of this book is called Live More, Worry Less. Yeah, just like it said. So first and first, we'll start with our skin, you know, priming. There's a bit of a moisturizer on the skin, so we're just gonna put some primer. The primer I'm using is my all-time favorite from L'Oreal, Infallible Magic Essence Drop. I really love this primer. It's so good. Foundation I'm gonna be using is my Huda Beauty Full Vita Foundation. It needs a bit of shake do do. Do, do, do. Yeah, there you go. So the first advice I would give to myself is go out more and have fun. So, ooh, you know, when I was younger, I really did not go out more. I was just always doing stuff, you know, stay in my local area, working really hard, but not really exploring, you know. It's now on my late 20s, I'm having to go out more, having to have fun, meet new people. So if I know this earlier, probably I would have done that when I'm in my early 20s, because then I don't even know what I was doing, really. I can't even remember. So, you know, first advice is explore your city. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money, you know, just not always be introvert. Sometimes just go out, have fun, drink, you know, responsible. And yeah, that's my first one. So the second one, okay, what I'm applying. Do I need a full coverage? Ooh. I've kids early as 22, 23. You know, I came from an African background where your parent would like you to be at the age of like 26, 27, or close to 30 for you to start having your kids. You know, if I had knew what I know now, I could have started having my children at the age of 22, 24, kind of, just because life is not certain. One, two, you when you have kids at that age, you have people around you to help you take care of them, you know. You got families, you got friends, and then you can pursue your career, do whatever you want to do, start a business, you know, stuff like that. And by the time you're at the age of like 30, your child is probably 10, or by the age of 4 your child is already 20, old enough to take care of you. So, you know, that's what this advice I'll give to my children, if it's a son, if it's a daughter, at the age of 20, you need to start thinking of having a family, because it will help you in the long run. Okay, that is another advice I give to my young self. And if you are still young, you don't make no you can make your decisions and stuff like that. My third advice I give to my young self is, don't put your eggs in one basket. Don't stick to one person thinking that that is the person you have to be with, that is it. No, explore your options. Yeah, while you are talking to somebody, you can also be talking to another person, because people can change, people can be different, people can change their mind at any time. So why you think that person is for you, which the person may end up disappointing you, at least you won't get disappointed when you are talking to other people. Like, date, while you're in a relationship, I feel like if the relationship is not it, you don't need to stick to that one person. Date outside, date different people. That does not mean you sleep with everybody, okay? So don't put your egg in one basket. Don't invest in one thing, multiple things as well. That's what it means. It now has to do with relationship as well. The fourth one is, be sexually active and have plenty of sex. Oh yes. When I was really young, I didn't do all of those. Not until I was like my late 20s, I was not, sexually more active and having more, XES. Because when you do that when you're younger, you tend to like find yourself, get to know yourself, explore your needs and wants, and how you think other people will be able to please you and stuff like that. So you need to start doing that while young. And now that I'm doing that in my late 20s or something like that, I having to find things that I haven't know about my body, getting to know my body and stuff like that, and invested in toys. And yeah, so even if you don't have a constant partner to be with you, or someone or your boyfriend to be in your life, you can also be yourself. Like, do it yourself, girl. Be your own boyfriend. Do the masturbated thing. Everybody is with sin, so you won't be the first one. I wish I've noticed I could have been doing that more when I was, my 20 something. I wasn't doing that more. I was being a good girl. Being a good girl pays sometimes it doesn't pay. At one point in my life, I was like not in any relationship, not seeing anyone, so I didn't have sex for like 3 years or so, or two to three. And it's not that it affected me anyway, just that sometimes make me feel kind of like, you get used to it, that when it finally happened, you're not interested because it's not your thing. You don't normally do it anymore before, so you find it weird. Like, yeah. And one thing about SES is that it helps relieve your stress, it helps your body health wise. So it's really, really important you start doing it early than later. There's nothing wrong doing it later, but at least what you know earlier, you get more experience and wisen up as you grow. The concealer I use is my Maybelline concealer. So good. So I'm going to top it up with my Fenty Beauty. So my other advice I will give to my young self is, control your diet and exercise more. Okay. I'm not really a very active person. Like, exercise, I don't like exercise. I'm not gonna lie. It's good for the body, but it's not something I do on a regular basis. And when I was younger, I don't think I was even doing that. You know, you know. Exercise is good for the body, girl. Okay, it turns your body, it helps you health wise. Sometimes it may not help you lose weight, but it is useful for your organs, growth, everything. So I wasn't doing that more. My diet was really bad because I was eating junk food, carbohydrates, sugary stuff, and which was really, really not good to my health. So at one point I went to the gym, and I really did see a difference in the gym. But the even I was like, okay, I spent like 2 hours on a treadmill. Yeah, so I can be able. I don't know if I should bake first or if I should set my face because I don't even know what I'm doing. So I spent 2 hours on the treadmill thinking I'm gonna probably lose weight, and I was trying to reach a goal of losing 2,000 calorie, which I did. Of course, that won me out, and ever since that time I haven't, like, gone to the gym. I'm not a gym person, like you said, and I can do all the exercise. My exercise, like, walking and all the cardio stuff, but running is not my thing. I don't think I'll ever want to run or jog. Like, people wake up in the morning and like, oh, I'm going for a walk, I'm going for a run, I'm going for a jog. That is not me. Not in this lifetime. When I was younger in school and doing school sport, so I was asked to do a 100 meter run race, and then I wasn't that big, but I was a little bit chubby, and I felt like it's something I would do. I wanted to do, and I had a lot of people laughing at me like, "Oh, look at her. She's gonna run. She's gonna fall and stuff like that." And yeah. So I started the race. I don't know what point in the race, what I was about finishing, what I was middle from the start point. I tripped and I fell. And I felt with shame and I couldn't get back up because people really said, oh, she can't do it. I pretended as if I fainted. People had to come and pick me up and, give me some glucose to give me my strength and get back up. And they're like, yeah, 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 the after. But literally, I was so shy. I was ashamed of myself that, I couldn't do it. But from that day, me run, no way. Running is not my thing, jogging is not my thing, walking is my thing. I love to walk, brisk walking. Oh my god. I'd rather do that on the treadmills and stuff than doing that personally because I'm not gonna be true to myself. I'm gonna fall off. Not until my late, 20s I started doing more diet like keto diet, intermittent fasting, and yeah, cutting out carbs and stuff like that. But when younger I wasn't doing all of those. So, baby girl, if you're young, control your diet because it will help you in the long run. Next advice is do not spend all on credit cards. Oh yes, that is a huge advice. Credit card can make or break you. Credit card can what's that word again? Can fix you, okay? It's not that you should not get it. There's ups and downs to credit card, there's pros and cons. It's not like you should not get it, but use it wisely. Don't use it on stupid things. When I was young, I got credit card. For me to use it on something really, really important, something bulky or something major that I know I could not afford, your sister used it on lottery. Yeah. I was playing lottery game, buying things of £2, £3, £10, £20. That is so meaningless, and the interest rate is so high, difficult to pay. Of course, I did pay them all, and I was buying like sandwich, just mini things that I really don't need credit card for. I was using that for. Whereas I could have used it to buy a laptop. You could have used it to buy something good and then pay back. But yeah, I use it for those. So do not do that. And even if you had to do that, you really need it, make sure you pay back instantly or the next day or the next month. Like, for example, if you were meant to spend £100 on a credit card, make sure the next month when you get that money, you put it back so you don't get too much charge and you don't have too much to pay back on, because it can take you forever to finish paying off your credit card, because the money you think you're paying is all going to the interest of it, and you can never clear it off because you're always paying interest. And I was always paying minimal payment instead of paying more high so that it counts on it. So now that I've learned my lesson, but of course, as you can see, I did my eyes out of the camera just because I was doing some intermission break and I like the time was going, so there's no point in me showing it, like, the time will be too long. So maybe next time we'll focus on the eyes, okay? But just for this video's sake and for what I'm talking about, let's just go ahead, finish the rest of the face. We need some bronze or contour and blush, highlight, and voila, we finished this look. Because I did not put no contour cream, as you can see me when I was applying. So we're definitely gonna do that on here. So I was talking about credit card. So so my next advice I would give myself is to work hard and play hard and smart. What I mean by work hard, play hard and smart is that work as much as you like, after 7 days a week, you want to at least work like 6 days a week and take 1 day off, and then or work 5 days a week and take 2 days off, rest, recharge yourself, treat yourself, and at the end of the month when you get paid, you had and what you work for, you can take 3 days or 4 days off to pamper yourself, go for a spa treatment, do your nails, do your hair, massage, spend on yourself. That does not mean you spend a lot. Spend wisely. Don't buy too much expensive stuff. Just treat yourself because you earned it. But my younger self was just working, no time for like enjoying it. I was just working, pay bills, working, pay bills. That was all. And even the time I have in resting, if it's just 1 day, I use it in sleeping all day, and when my friends are out there partying and stuff. So baby girl, if you are young, work hard and play smart. My next advice I'm gonna give to myself is travel more and explore places. Yes, when I was younger, I didn't have that opportunity, or that opportunity was there. I did not take advantage of it, so I didn't travel much. I was just in my city where I am comfortable with, and it's not good to be in your comfort zone all the time. Sometimes you gotta take the leap of faith and move from your comfort zone to something else. Maybe then you just settle in. You don't have to like travel to Europe countries or to America or African country to explore if you don't have that money, if you don't save that enough for those trips. You can go travel city-wide, your local city-wide, explore your town, see places that you've not been to and you've not seen their culture. But when you do have the money, why not go to Europe country, have some vacation, have some holiday, learn people culture, because I really did do that when I'm young. I'm having to do that on my late 20s. All what I've known now or experienced now, which I was told then, probably I would have taken good use of all this opportunity. But when I was younger, like around age of 12, 13, my dad used to take me traveling, like travel to Europe countries and stuff like that. Then I did have experience of traveling, but when I was on my own, I didn't get to do all of that because I was trying to be growing up as an adult and learning, so I wasn't taking time to learn all the stuff I'm supposed to learn, if you get what I'm trying to say. My next advice is to follow your head and follow your head and mind, not your heart. Yes, it seems that when my younger self, I was following my heart all the time. One thing about art is it has to do with feelings and love, and one thing about head, it has to do with calculations and hopefulness, maybe a little bit of feeling, but mostly your heart tend to go with your feeling, like your gut feeling. That's how you feel. So yeah, I was always following my heart, because what I feel like I'm not comfortable with, I will not do. And most of the time it's just logic to just like follow your head and just see where it takes you to. So my advice would be like 50-50. Think about it. Don't just conclude, don't just like, okay, no, I have to follow my heart. Like sometimes follow your head, and maybe the result would have got you to a better place. Probably you not been in this place where you are in your life, if I had followed my head. But in all things, I'm still grateful to God. Like, yeah, all of these experiences made me who I am. But yeah, I'm grateful. So my advice would be follow your head mostly, and sometimes your heart. Because when you follow your heart is just gonna break you. You're just gonna hurt yourself, literally, and it's so painful when you hurt the heart, because it finds it difficult to heal itself, because something about the heart, the feeling, it's so painful. If someone has never broken your heart, or if you have never broken your heart before, you don't know how it feels when you follow your heart and you get disappointed. Sometimes you follow your head so that when things go bad, you're not surprised, you're not that angry, you're not disappointed, because you're feeling, you didn't attach your feeling towards that situation. Whereas when you follow your art, you are attached, and when things go bad, it's a disaster for you to, like, kind of move on, for you to, like, oh, pick up from where you start or where you stop. Let me put some highlights. I'm gonna be using my all-time gold deposit highlight from um MAC Cosmetics. My next advice is always be yourself. Okay, one thing I know that I don't regret is being myself. Okay, I was myself when I was younger, my early 20s, mid 20s. Even now, I'm still myself. But just keep it up. There's nothing harder than not being yourself. Okay, it's so difficult to live a fake life. Try to be the person you are not, because one day you forget that person you're supposed to be, and you become yourself, your real you, and then you surprise why people probably hate your real you, because you never open up, or you never showed your real self. So it's good to be yourself, because when you're yourself, things goes easily. People accept you for who you are, and you don't have to fake it 1 minute that you have to become something else, because you're already yourself. So always be yourself, girl. Always be yourself, and that is so important. Look at this highlight. Like, why did I not always use this all the time? Like, so good, so nice and classy. Okay, my next advice is start saving and save more. Oh yes, all these are the advice I wish my elders or people you are older than me could have given me advice. Maybe they don't know this. Of course, I'm not gonna blame anybody, but yes, when I was young, I was working really hard, hardly have time for myself, but not saving. Where does the money go? Money goes on stupid things, junk. Maybe buying clothes, buying shoes, buying stuff I really do not need, and then paying bills, paying, yeah, some of the stuff I used to pay school fees. It was just about working, paying bills. And when I needed the money, when I was in crisis, there was no money to bail me out of that crisis. And you're in a country where if you don't have your siblings or family to help you out in terms of like money situation, it's kind of like really, really difficult. And yeah, so when you have a bit of saving and you're saving for rainy day, you don't know when that rainy day is coming, but it's just a good thing to do. Yeah, so I'm saving now. So any money I get, I just put it aside, save it. I give myself a budget every month, so I save some money, and then I have money for my personal use, like when I want to buy my personal hygiene stuff or clothing once a month, or just treat myself. I have separate money for that, and that is different from my savings. And my savings now is like in a rare, rare, rare emergency situation where I cannot, you know, provide for myself. Maybe then I can use it, or maybe I need it for like to start a mortgage or something like that. That my saving is there already. But in terms of like being young, not saving, everything going to the bills, like like every month at that time, I could never have five pounds on my nails, because after paying my bills, paying everything I needed to pay, I don't have any money anywhere to, like, okay, in case something happened, I'm gonna fall back on this. So it's good to start saving. Okay, it will help you in the long run. Next is the lipstick, then spray my face and do our hair. So my next advice, or my last advice, is do not take that plan B or pills. This brings me back to my second point of this advice, when I said have kids early, at an early age. So yeah, the career that you're looking for is always there. Career don't go nowhere. We women, we develop health issues with time. Our biological age as an expiring date. So when you plan for your future earlier on, you benefit for it. You benefit from it when you get older. So I wouldn't say regret, maybe a little bit regret, because I never took plan B or call, but I know I was always popping up some pills. So whenever I had like intercourse and stuff like that, and is you know it's not safe. So I take the pills just because I wasn't ready to be a mother at that time in my life. Right when now I'm looking back, I'm like, I could have just let nature take its course. I could have just let it happen. If it was meant to be, it could have been. It was not. If it wasn't meant to be, well, we could have seen the result. But because I was always taking pills messed up with my cycle every month. Like sometimes in a month I don't see my period. Like in 2-3 months I don't get my period because the pill messed it up. And it was never balanced, was never stable. It was up and down. So yeah, that's a little bit of my regret. Do not take pills. Not let nobody, no man or anybody, decide what is good for you. Just take the leap of faith. Just let it be. If you end up being pregnant, deliver the baby. There are people that's going to take care of it. If you're family, if you don't have family, you got friends. You don't have friends where the government is there. So God will not put you in a position where He cannot take you out of, or He cannot help you out of that situation. Yeah, have kids early. If you are 22 now, or 21, 20, start thinking about kids. Come on. It doesn't have to be marriage. Marriage is not everything. Marriage is not all, because you can get married to somebody today. You feel you know yourself and everything. Give yourself 5, 10 years time, 15 years time. You hate yourself. You can't tolerate yourself anymore because it didn't work out. It's not working out at all. So at the end of the day, you're still gonna end up being single. You're still gonna end up being alone. So marriage is not whole. It's not the end goal, really. I didn't mention anything about marriage because literally it's not the end goal, because everyone came alone and everyone's gonna go alone. So while you are alone, establish yourself, make yourself happy, and have your legacy in this heart, in this world. So in case when you finally leave, you have something to say, remind you of that. Okay, that's my child, that's my legacy, or whatever. Yeah, some people, yeah, of course, they're not meant to be a mother. Some people are not meant to be a family, but it is what it is. But as a person, yeah, these are the advice I'll give to myself. Guys, I'm really, really sorry if some of the clip are blurry, just because my autofocus is not working anymore, and I'm just using my manual focus, so I have to set it. And if I lean forward a bit, I go blurry, and if I lean back, depending on the way I set it, it's clear. Just until I probably get a new camera and still a new lens, please bear with me, because I'm struggling with this. Probably that's why I'm not quick with my content, because I have to set my focus. So this is the finished look, guys. I didn't expect this outcome, because I wasn't feeling like wearing makeup, especially when I have a fringe. Like, why do I need to stress myself for orders? But I really like the way it turned out. I've taken some pictures and I'm gonna edit it and put it on my Instagram, because I haven't updated my post lately since the beginning of December. But so far I like it. I'm so sorry that I did not get to do the eyes, for you to see, just because I really want this to be short, not that long, but it seems like it's long anyway. So yeah, for this look I could have add a bit of lashes, and it could have just accentuate out the look more, but I just want to go for okay, I'm full beat, but I don't want to be dramatic kind of look. And I love the blush and the highlight, they complement each other. Kudos. And nothing is too This is not my makeup when I'm actually going outing. You know, when I'm going out, that full bit must be full bit. Anyway, to round up this video, I was literally talking about advice I'll give to my younger self. So if whoever is watching this video, if you are the age of 20 to 28 or something like that, this video is for you. If you think it's not corresponding to you, sorry, but this is what I have experienced in my life, okay? And this is what I think I could have put into my life when I was the age of 21 or so. But at that time, I've kind of like, oh, career driven, I want to finish my school, I want to get this certain type of big job and big money and blah blah blah. In my mind, I never thought about settling down, never thought about having kids, because I felt that's too early, I'm not ready. But now I'm in my like late 20s, and you know, currently up to early 30s, I'm like, I could have done all those and still pursue my career later on in life. So I hope, you know, you implement this in your life, or you don't, it doesn't matter. But I've made mistakes in my life. I wish I could take them back. I've experienced, you know, good and bad things in my life as well, which all these are part of me, that made my personality, that made me who I am, be a strong woman and stuff. So at the end of the day, I'm still grateful to God, and I have plenty more experience to go, plenty more not plenty more mistakes, because I hope not to make mistakes I regret. But yeah, we are humans, we make mistakes every day. So I'm not less perfect, okay? So hopefully I don't make a huge one, I don't make big one, just little mistakes, and I learn from it, and experiences are on my way. So by the time I'm in my like mid 30s, I'm like, oh, I should have given this advice on my late 20s and stuff like that. Okay, that's the end of this video. I think probably I have more to say about advice I'll give to my younger self, but I can't remember right now. If you guys want part 2, let me know. Maybe then I'll probably do a detailed one, because at the beginning of this video I wasn't really into the talking because I was distracted a bit and stuff like that. Thank you for listening, thank you for making it this far, and yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. I want you to take care of yourself and be nice to others. If you don't love yourself, who will? Okay, be good. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up, because it's really important. It's gonna make my channel grow. And don't forget to share this video, or also click the notification bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload any video. And with time, our content is gonna be great, because very soon you're not gonna be seeing my background, you're gonna be seeing something, but it's just gonna be me with time, okay? But I'm still trying to get my room in order, so bear with me. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care of yourself. Peace out.